Kalonord is dead, Lord Malik. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Kalo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malik?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Skranki to pacnemo, chi itakanki channa kilikon. Kinba muli radwanaji, kinba no kunikset abog.
Los Everus, en orda list. Es kan de kasten ervoor, en daar is de reactie. Stof arme meer.
Pachua penti, yun patisa. Di juba jikutka naga, kingu mwa muli radwana. Kinba nikcha lora kun. Hava, yun patisa. Chiwa aita kang ki jiyokaku.
De kan overmesh, en de trotte stai. Es wanneer.
Chiwi aita ka tong jija. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Tongki pa nonku nek abog ki muli ra kun kin. Tong hitwama ag inko tune chiwa aita kang ki cha na chupornibo. Kun muli ra slimo poiwanga tong hitwama ji human ak in ikatune.
do?
What?
Sure.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses. I thought you would. Without these fees, Zerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure? It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them. As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Papuelta, Color Luz, Ivan Debut, Ikelti Rimon. Undasta Shelfa, Ufta Gel Cliff, Color Luz, Papuelta, Color Luz, Ivan Debut, Ikelti Rimon. Papuelta, Color Luz, Ivan Debut, Ikelti Rimon. Tuftadan Gelfa, Hoisidan Gelfa. Uden Tufblad Fandigo Gelfa, Hoisidan Gelfa, Vaninugan Gelfa. Papuelta, Color Luz, Ivan Debut, Ikelti Rimon.
Uchua Penki, Tang Itwamaji, Human Act in Ikatun, Baba Hassan Shan, No Bamuri Rati Lai Kunka. Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing. Nothing left. Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Please, will no one help? We need the credits. We have nothing.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it? Oh, of course. Who put you up to this, my wife? I meant what I said about having no credits. Well, my name is Tanis, and what I do is hunt. I'm sure you've heard of me. Well, actually, I hope you haven't. There isn't any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive. Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy. What do I care? I need to eat. I also need to pay for parts so the wife can keep the droids running. It's all about the credits. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell their plates to Faza. I guess honor needs creds too. Fine, fine, whatever you want. Good hunt.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. I don't babysit. Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out bantha pats, but thanks all the same. Good hunting.
Mucho shakbakat. Kieno no nama paole rachikun.
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani Bubo, Tonkin Ba, Loku Nexag. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. Agi Inko Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Jupornibo. Kun Baba.
La boda ni winkis maktoma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba batu koji. Tong nong bong chong nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. Kuya mi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rajikun. Slimo patona. Undi hatong da chikong kabi. La boda ni winkis maktoma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The sand people are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very good. Zerka Corporation looks forward to your future business.
How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly. Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things. It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Chua Pengti, Yun Patisa, Ichuba Jikuka Naga, Kingu Wa Mulira Dwana, Kinba Nichalora Kun. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. Ki Kakincha Nawaba
La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non ket. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikokabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non ket. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikokabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non ket. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikokabi. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non ket. Tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo Padona. Mundi Hadonga Chihokabi. La Boda ni Winkis Matoma. Wana kun best Chingpama rulira. Fok Chingbang Monket. Tuk Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo Padona. Mundi Hadonga Chihokabi. La Boda ni Winkis Matoma. Wana kun best Chingpama rulira. Fok Chingbang Monket. Tuk Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo Padona. Mundi Hadonga Chihokabi. La Boda ni Winkis Matoma. Wana kun best Chingpama rulira. Fok Chingbang Monket. Tuk Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Chitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo Padona. Mundi Hadonga Chihokabi. La Boda ni Winkis Matoma. Wana kun best Chingpama rulira. Fok Chingbang Monket. Tuk Ninja Mira Rabes.
Yeah, what do you want? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought? The enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death, against oblivion. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. Ha! People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jik baba Hassan shan.
Ako chikota. Chino mulera kin pajak. Slimo puituana. Rundi hautonga tonkin banang kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kununka tonga buksha unenong. Kava volpa mulsli umanabak mulira. Chuni untunjichi aifadwana. Kava volpa. Lagoda na winkis matona. Yinkin slimo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautunga. Lagoda na winkis matona.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Tonga buksha unenong. Kava volpa mulsli. Umanabak mulira. Chuniyun tunjichi aifatuana. Kawawul pamujui. Kumana rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhungkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes. Lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulirachikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhungkabi. Rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhungkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes. Jibedwana ni bobo. Tong nanung. Lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulirachikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhungkabi. Rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhungkabi. Tuknen. Lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulirachikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhungkabi. Kipechao na kinnikosendi. Now undet turang wangabola. Sila yun now.
And? Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
Lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulirachikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhungkabi. Rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhungkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes. Lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulirachikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhungkabi. Rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhungkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes. Lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulirachikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhungkabi. Rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhungkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes. Lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulirachikun. Nova rundi hautonga kuhungkabi. Jibedwana ni bobo. Tong nanung shanunyan. Much. Rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Don't know how much longer I'll be around here, but maybe we'll have time for a few races. Did you? I'm not sure that's any of your business. Top racers keep to their own. I don't know you. Maybe if you were better on the track, I might feel like talking about it. Someone who can turn out the fast times might understand. All right, see you around the track.
Rundi hautonga. Lagola na winkis maktona. Lagola na winkis maktona. Rundi hautonga tongkimbat ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpayamuri kunhungkabi. Tuknen tangjo pakachonagan totril titoki yumabogra. Chikut lagola na winkis maktona. Yinkin slimo podona mulera chikun. now. Jibis gansti tokini, jibeduana ni bobo. Tong nabuum shanun yan. Muchiti toaki, jijaku. Laboda na. Rundi autokad, laboda na winki.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right. I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting... It's not that I'm not grateful. I mean, it would get me into the pros. I don't have the credits to get in on my own. Not that I care about credits. I just want to race. But the deal with Mata is pretty bad. He'll get most of what I win. Do you now? You might know a good deal, I guess. You sure know your way around the track. I suppose I do. Not much chance I'll get off this rock on my own, now is there? I mean, you'd know, right? And all I want is to race. Who cares about the credits? Who cares? Thanks for making things clear. If you don't mind, I think we're done. Goodbye.
The weak serve and the strong profit. That's the way things should be.
mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun.
Ronda di hotonga kun hankabiu. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune muleraves. Kachikun ida hotonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podona deodunga kukade. Tolpa da pongwale katuna guchuchut. Kavadum kupilio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Awaga boska chokola. Mucha shagpanga.
Takom jus dach miki grabarmogo. Kachi ita hotunga.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Yes? How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zaha. You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it. I've seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for. I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly? Neither do I, and I hope I never do. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying. I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Bringes von alles Talentos de Fior.
How can I help? Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you? I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak. Mutual attraction? I never said... It's just an expression. Whatever our feelings... whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly. I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities. I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available. You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient. Must you be so frustrating? I admit, I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn. Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time? You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad. I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Huh?
Yes. I'm here.
I heard a rumor that the Vulkars captured you without much of a struggle. It must be embarrassing to be bested by a handful of street thugs.
There were extenuating circumstances, and I can assure you, it took far more than a handful of Vulkars to subdue me.
Whatever you say. All I know is that if we had more Jedi like Bastila fighting against us in the Mandalorian Wars, my side might not have lost.
Bold talk from a broken-down mercenary who was serving at Davik's heel. I'd call you his pet calfhound. But they have enough loyalty not to turn on their masters.
Insults? Maybe if your master had trained your lightsaber to be as quick as your tongue, you could have escaped those Vulkars, you spoiled little Jedi princess.
I was not spoiled. I was given the same training as everyone else in the Order. You are nothing but... No, I must not do this. There is no emotion. There is peace.
That's the problem with you Jedi. Always chanting about peace and control. Never up for a good fight. Well, except for Revan, I guess.
Enough, Mandalorian. I won't rise to your bait anymore. The game is over. Let us continue on with what we were doing.
Here it is!
What? Genchopa chawi tikjok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tonga buk sha nong.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa na nonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest. Uf mala ni bokurk.
My mother's condition?
Ti un pa do punta krita. Ak ti konto ona chaba chisa wanki. Ti toki grantu kon chi chan kun green kanchan tu pro. Bok wala no bok cha. Ni chi kon chuva kin lorta ikakun.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi tikjok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Shachika don mulaka watayuma ka wamahona nek. Ashantington unumani patoka. Wana kuna best chinga pala multonki.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see. Have you seen a woman that may resemble me somewhat? She's my mother.
La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hatonda chikukabi.
My mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
La boda ni winki smak toma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna chitanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hatonda chikukabi.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Yatuka puluan kinkuna ba mulira rachikun. Mucha shampanpa.
I want to find out what my mother wanted. We need to find her.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother, but don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. It is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me. What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.